Namaskar. Cooking during lockdown has been great fun for me. Very amateurish, but nevertheless, we had to pass time and wanted to do something creative. So I decided to cook unusual dishes on whatever was available. Today, I'm going to talk about something which is extremely emotional and my favorite. I will be talking about the cuisine from Northeast India. Northeast India is home to 8 states of India. It's an amalgamation of 8 states and over 100 tribes and sub-tribes. Nagaland has 16, Manipur has more than 15, 20, Assam has more, about at least 28, 29 tribes, Arunachal has 26 tribes, and they have hundreds of sub-tribes. Each tribe has a distinct culture and tradition. The tribal people of Northeast India are full of festivity, their customs are very distinct, and actually, honestly speaking, Northeast has the greatest diversity in India I know of. I have traveled to all the 8 states of Northeast during my stay there extensively, covered almost 2,000 plus villages, did almost 90 plus districts, and Northeast has taught and given me much. I have been writing on Northeast. Food has been my greatest emotional connect. I have had many adventures and misadventures with the Northeast region. But one thing is there. It taught me a lot. It gave me an exposure to something which very few people have been exposed to. The warmth, the hospitality, the simplicity, the emotions, the commotions, and the passion, and also compassion. That's what Northeast is all about. Right from Sikkim, which borders China, to Arunachal, which borders Myanmar and parts of Tibet and China, to also Nepal, and also Assam, which borders Bangladesh and Bhutan. Manipur borders Myanmar. Tripura borders a lot of Bangladesh. Nagaland borders also Myanmar. Similarly, the state of Tripura is also home to multiple tribes. They are ethnic Bengalis who migrated from Bangladesh, especially from Sylhet region, and then also it's got Riangs and multiple tribes over there. Interestingly, even in a place like Meghalaya, which also borders, especially Garo Hills borders Bangladesh, where the Balapakram National Park is, each tribe has a unique custom and tradition. The use of rice beer, the use of food, which is feasting is an integral part of their lives. You see, they say, which is a very famous saying, that when you're born, there's a feast. When you achieve some sort of distinction, there's a feast. When you get married, there's a feast. There's a celebration, there's a feast. Uh, when you remember your ancestors, there's a feast. When you are thanking God, there's a feast. Feasting is an integral part of our traditional culture of India and globally as such. Manipur is a fabulous state. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be cooking a very unique Manipuri dish called Yen Kangsoi. Yen in Manipuri means chicken and Kangsoi means vegetable stew. So it will be a very simple chicken vegetable stew dish, and it's going to be very interesting because it's wholesome. The people of Northeast, one thing is very clear, that there is minimalistic amount of spices that they use. Herbs are in plenty, greens are in plenty, rice and herbs and meat and fish is a very staple diet in the entire Northeast region. That is why the health system in the Northeast is far better than the rest of the country, because they eat healthy. They eat fresh, they eat. So when I traveled to Northeast, obviously the first thing I was documenting was culture, food and tradition, and I finally decided to actually author a cookbook of all the recipes and dishes I had eaten, and this is my cookbook, Anyway. Now it is in its second edition, and it shall be hitting the markets very soon, and I'm sure you will enjoy a lot of anecdotes and stories related to the kind of dishes that I have been doing with various states and which I've been trying. I will also request Priscilla, because my much better half comes from Nagaland, to also cook something interesting. She's not a bad cook, let me tell you this. Some of her dishes, especially because she comes from the Angami tribe, are galos to die for. The only thing is sometimes she's too generous with akhuni. I like akhuni, but the fermented soybean, but the overwhelming smell and flavor sometimes can get to me. But however, in moderation, I just love it. The northeastern people, especially the Nagas, use something called the anishi. The our Nagas use. These are these yam cakes, which are absolutely fantastic and it goes very well. It complements pork very well. Pork is a staple diet. Now, this dish that I'm making, which is more like very much like a Meitei dish, the Meiteis are Vaishnavites. That's the only tribe or a community in Manipur which is part of the valley, which is Imphal and other regions. They love to cook fabulous food. Manipuri cuisine is to die for. Most of them are vegetarian. Meat is a no-no to a large extent, but fish is an integral part of their cuisine. So I will try and experiment and make a yen kangsoi. I hope you will enjoy it. And we should now be going to my kitchen. Let's see how it comes. For my yen kangsoi, it's very simple. I've got spinach, some carrots, some beans, spring onions, and I have added ginger, garlic and haldi. This turmeric is fresh and raw turmeric, which will go into it, and potatoes. So what I'm going to do is, this is an oil-free dish and it comes out absolutely fantastic. I have already burnt tomatoes here, right? After burning my tomatoes and chilies, what I've done is I have actually made a paste out of this, right? This will go as part of my curry. What I'm already doing is I've already chopped pieces of chicken into small pieces, and I'm putting these back and I'm going to keep them here. What happens is, and I add water to my dish. I let my water boil. While the water is boiling, what goes into my dish is These are onions. They'll go into this. Just a few to give that flavor. Ginger. Garlic, I'll put all of them because they taste absolutely fantastic. And a little bit of turmeric. Next on the agenda are just a few carrots, just a few of them. My beans will go in. And my spinach also goes in. Subsequently, my potatoes will go in. Some of them. Some more water goes in. And now my chili paste which I had done, tomato and chili paste, roasted tomato and chili paste, will go in. And I mix the entire thing. I add some salt to taste. Salt goes in according to taste. But with the rice we need to be a little generous. The tribals are extremely generous with the salt. And this chicken dish has zero oil. You can see all the fresh vegetables have gone in. It's like a broth and a stew. And this is soul food as I call it. And it is either had with sticky rice or red rice, or today we'll be making sticky rice. This is the red sticky rice. See, now my broth is coming to boil and I am going to add the chicken goes into this now. Okay, now my chicken is ready to be eaten, savored, perfect. Look at the color, it's fantastic. Now comes the next dish. My next dish is obviously my much better half. She's the one who's going to make this. What are you making, Priscilla, today?
I'll make a chutney.
What chutney
I'll
is
make
that?
a ginger chutney with fermented mustard leaf and napa.
And napa. So I'm handing over the kitchen to her and I will take a little break and she takes over. Alright. So let's watch her cook.
So my chutney needs ginger, napa, and this fermented mustard leaf, that sauce. So these are the only 3 ingredients which I'm going to make instant chutney. Ginger is already chopped, so I'll pound the ginger. So this chutney requires lots of ginger, and this chutney is consumed in Konoma. I'm from Konoma village. It's generally eaten in the winter, but since I love this so much, so I'm trying to make it today also. So you can see the ginger now nicely pounded. And what required next is the napa. So this napa is very good for blood pressure and all. So I mix this. This generally, my late father, he used to make this and have it before dinner and all. It can be a good type of snack also if you mix it with smoked pork, pickle, etc. Now what I'll do is, this is the fermented mustard leaf paste. So I'm gonna add this about 3 teaspoons. So much. Let me just check if this is enough. Just mash it like that. And in the end, some salt. Little bit, not much. There you go. So the chutney is ready now, and I'm transferring to this.
This is absolutely smelling wonderful. And
Yeah, it smells rustic.
very spicy.
It's good, you know, now that Corona is here, you need
So
lots
what are the medicinal benefits, Priscilla, of this chutney?
It's good for cold, cough. Like I was saying that it's taken in winter, right? So people generally get cold and all. So this is good, and also for high BP.
So I remember eating this at her mother's house. It was absolutely fantastic. But unfortunately, because of lockdown, we have to stick to only chicken. For me, chicken is like a bloody vegetarian dish. I'm craving to have some pork, but no pork, so beggars can't be choosers. We are now, since the chutney is ready, we will now savor the flavors of young Kangsoi and the Napa chutney which Priscilla has made.
Yeah.
Let's go eat. I'm hungry.